Welcome to episode number 3 of this Green Bay Packers Madden 23 franchise series. And today I'm obviously playing my Green Bay Packers Madden 23 franchise. As you can see on the screen, the Green Bay Packers are about to play the Dallas Cowboys at Lambeau. Because we're the home team, and because we're the team on the right there. As you can see, we're the team on the right, so we're the home team. We're 5-4, as I believe you can see it if it's not too bright in this room. We're 5-4. Cowboys are 5-3. So technically they're a half game better than us. The only reason that's the case is because we've played one more game than the Cowboys, and we have one more loss than the Cowboys. But either way, it's a good matchup. 5-3 Cowboys versus 5-4 Packers. The Packers in the last episode of the series, spoiler if you want to check it out before I spoil it. Last episode of the series will be Eye in the Sky in the top right corner up here. Or the last episode of the series will be Eye in the Sky in the top right hand corner right up here. There should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. But here's a spoiler in 3, 2, 1. We played the Giants in Week 5 in London, which in real life, that game is going to be played next week. In real life, this is Sunday night for me, October 2nd, 2022, or it's Sunday night, or it's Sunday, 7:29 p.m. Central Time, here on Sunday, October 2nd, 2022. The Packers, about an hour ago, the Packers, for me at least an hour ago, beat the Patriots 27-24 in overtime. Now, that's for me. By the time this video is going up, it'll be like a day after the Patriots game, or 2. I'm not sure when this video is going up, if it's going up Monday or Tuesday, or someday after that. I'm not sure, but either way, in real life it's Week 4. In this game it's Week 10. We played the Giants in in the last episode of the series was the Packers Week 5 game against the New York Giants in London, and we beat the Giants 28-25. So we beat them by a field goal at 28-25. In the last episode, where the Packers were going into Week 5 against the Giants in London at 1-3, beat the Giants in London 28-25. That moved the Packers to 2-3. And then I'm gonna show you the schedule, but yeah, that win against the Giants in London in Week 5 made us 2-3, and now we're 5-4. I'm gonna show you the final scores of the Packers Week 6, Week 7, Week 8, and Week 9 game. But yeah, so you can see the Vikings lost in Week 1, lost to the Bears in Week 2, beat the Buccaneers in Tampa in Week 3, lost to the Patriots 31-24 at home, beat the Giants 28-25 in London, lost to the Jets 24-17. So now we're 2-4. Beat the Commanders in Washington 31-14. That made us 3-4. Beat the Bills in Buffalo on Sunday Night Football 29-10. That made us 4-4. And then beat the Lions in Detroit 30-16. And that made us 5-4. So we're on a 3-game winning streak right now. Beat the Commanders, beat the Bills, and beat the Lions. And all 3 of those games were on the road. So we beat the Commanders on the road, beat the Bills on the road, and beat the Lions on the road as well. And now I have Cowboys, then the Titans at home as well on Thursday Night Football, Eagles and Philly, who in real life the Eagles are 4-0. And then we play the Bears in Week 13, and then we have a bye. Then the Rams, Monday Night Football at home, Dolphins on Christmas Day actually in Week 16 in Miami. Obviously, this year's Christmas is a Sunday, and I believe there's 2 or 3 games on Christmas, and all the rest are, I believe, on the Saturday, the day before Christmas, so Christmas Eve, or I think there's 1 game on Thursday that week, and there's obviously 1 game on Monday. So there's a game on Thursday, a lot of games on Saturday, like 2 or 3 games on Sunday, which is Christmas, and then 1 game on Monday. And we're one of the games on Christmas. Last year, the Packers hosted the Browns on Christmas. This year, they're going to Miami to play the Dolphins on Christmas Day. That's in Miami, like I said. And then we play the Vikings at home in Week 17. And then we play the Lions at home in Week 18. The next episode of the series will be the Packers Week 13 game against the Chicago Bears in Chicago. And this, like I said, is the Packers' last game before their bye week. And that will be the next episode of the series in this game. But I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life. I'm not sure when the next episode of the series will be in real life. But in this game, the next episode of the series will be the Packers Week 13 game against the Bears in Chicago, and this is the Packers' last game before their bye week. So yeah, we're on a 3-game winning streak. We're 5-4. We are non-first place in the NL. not playing baseball. We're not in first place in the NFC North. The Bears actually are top. The Bears are actually 5-4 as well, but the Bears have a tiebreaker over Green Bay. Or the Bears have the tiebreaker over the Packers because the Bears beat the Packers in week 2. If we beat the Bears in week 2, we would be in first place alone. But because we didn't, we're tied for first place. And because we lost to the Bears in week 2, the Bears have a tiebreaker over the Packers. So therefore, they're in first and we're in second. Bears in first at 5-4, Packers in second at 5-4, and the Lions and Vikings are both 3-5. So Bears 5-4, Packers 5-4, Lions 3-5, and the Vikings 3-5. Let's talk to the media now about our game plan against the elite quarterback, and that elite quarterback is obviously Dak Prescott. I know in real life he is injured with a thumb injury, and there's a possibility he might not be playing in this game in real life, which is obviously still like a month and a half away. There's a possibility he won't be playing in this game. But obviously, that's real life. And obviously, in this game, he's definitely playing. So let's talk to the media about our game plan against Dak Prescott, which is an elite quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's a young quarterback, but he's still good. With Dak Prescott being able to make plays with both his arm and his legs, it must be tough to devise a game plan to stop him. What's the biggest factor in slowing him down? Limit passing or negate scrambling? I'm going to say limit passing. He's a quarterback, so the first focus always has to be the passing game. That's where the big damage will come from, and if you focus too much on his legs, you'll get burned over the top. That is true. Beat the Cowboys and hold them to less than 250 yards passing. Your entire defense will have +3 man and zone coverage this week. Okay, so hold the Prescott to under 250 yards passing, or I said hold the Cowboys to under 250 yards passing, and then all our defense, the entirety of the Panthers defense gets +3 for zone coverage and man coverage. We do have 10 players ready for negotiation for their contracts because their contract expires after this season, but I believe we have no cap room left. But I did re-sign some players before we lost our cap. I did re-sign some players before we ran out of cap space. I forgot exactly who I re-signed. I believe I re-signed Robert Tonyan and some other players. And remember, we do have Chris Godwin. I got Chris Godwin via trade from the Buccaneers. It was before the last episode of a series, so it was in week 3 or 4, I'm pretty sure. It was before the last episode of a series. Let's get into week 10 now. 5-3 Cowboys at the 5-4 Packers. Play for game, obviously. Let's get it. It's a huge game, especially for playoff implications. I know it's only week 10, but if the Cowboys and Packers do end up tied in the NFC standings, whoever wins this game will most likely have the tiebreaker, because obviously whoever wins this game will have the tiebreaker over the other team, just in case these two teams do finish with the same record after the regular season. If that's the case, whoever wins this game will have the tiebreaker. So if the Cowboys win, they have the tiebreaker over us, and then the other way around if we win. Yeah, we're in 86 overall. They're in 84 overall, but they also have Dak Prescott, Michael Parsons, their right outside linebacker, and then Zach Martin, their right guard. We have Aaron Rodgers, our quarterback, Jair Alexander, our cornerback on defense, and then we have David Bakhtiari, a left tackle. So they have Zach Martin at right guard, and then we have David Bakhtiari at left tackle. Let's get into week 10, Cowboys at Packers. This should be a good one. The skill level is still all pro, and the game style is still simulation, and the play call is still enhanced. Let's get into the game right now. Huge game, week 10, Cowboys at Packers. As I believe this is the first time Prescott will be playing at Lambeau. The Packers have played the Cowboys like in the 2016 NFC divisional round, and in like week 5 or something of 2017, and in sometimes in the 2019 regular season. But all three of those times were in Dallas. So I believe this is the first time that Prescott will be playing at Lambeau Field. I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let's watch a presentation. Alan Roach. see, the Packers have Chris Godwin, Sammy Watkins, Christian Watson, and Alan Lazard, and Randall Cobb, and some other players as well. The Cowboys, for the receivers, that is, they have, I believe, Michael Gallup, C.D. Lamb, said he had a couple touchdowns last week, and 186 receiving yards on 13 receptions and 2 touchdowns, like I said. And also, like I said, C.D. Lamb, Michael Gallup. They don't have Amari Cooper anymore. He's now in Cleveland. But they still have C.D. Lamb, Michael Gallup, and I believe they have Dalton Schultz. He's a tight end. But still, this team is good. Looks they did the ball first, which I don't actually prefer that, because that means we did the ball to start second half. As it's, I didn't see the wind. Here's the wind. 7 miles per hour blowing basically right into the face of Mason Crosby, our kicker. As it's 6-minute quarters, by the way, 6-minute quarters, as we're on your way here at Lambeau here this afternoon. As this game is a Sunday late game, so the game's at 4:25 p.m. 4:25 p.m. Eastern time. So as we're on your way here at Lambeau this afternoon, touchback as he needs it in the end zone, the Dallas returner does. As Minnesota won against Buffalo, who in this game is 3-6. Buffalo is. Minnesota's now 4-5. Here we go. Let's get this dub, and hopefully the Bears lose so we can take sole possession of first place. If we win and the Bears lose, we'll take sole possession of first place in the NFC North. First play from scrimmage is a 8-yard gain, or 8-yard reception by Schultz, the tight end. Here we go. Press down with Elliott to his left, and there's a throw. That ball is going to be caught by Lamb, and that's about what? 13 yards, first down, Dallas, their first down of the game. Yeah, Jaguars beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. Did win for Jacksonville, and they did tackle by Rashawn Gary on Elliott. Got 4 up to midfield. First down, or not first down, but second down and 6 for Dallas. You didn't miss anything. Second down and 6 from midfield. With 4:35 to go in the first quarter, and no score. Here we go. It looks like Dallas, the announcer just said they've won 5 out of the last 6 games, so they're on a hot streak as well. We're on a winning streak as well. Here's a throw. That ball's caught by Schultz wide open. Got about 15, got about like 10, but it's a first down for Dallas. And there's Mike McCarthy right there, the Dallas head coach. Used to be the Green Bay head coach from I believe it was like 2009 or 2007, like 2018. Here's a throw wide open to Schultz. He was the Packers head coach. Mike McCarthy was right there. He's not a Dallas coach, but he was the Packers head coach for like over 10 years. But obviously was fired in 2018 and then hired by Dallas in 2020. Here we go. Here's a throw. Another completion. He got around the guy. 89 did. And Prescott 5 for 5, 61 yards. And they're just driving right down the field. Dallas is down to the 11, 1st and 10, as we're halfway through the first quarter already. 1st and 10 for Dallas at the 11-yard line, trying to get 7 here on their first drive of the game here on the road. Come on, D. Here's Elliott. Elliott bit a hole. Flag is down. Is that a hold? Usually that's a hold or a illegal block in the back. And it's cold there because the referee is wearing gloves, and it's a hold on Tyler Smith, the left guard. I'm obviously accepting it. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so that's why it's 1st and 14. Foul occurred in front of the line of scrimmage, but still 1st and 14 now from the 15. 2:45 to go in the quarter. Here we go. The throw ball's caught. That's Gallup, I believe. He got 5 down to the 10, 7 down and 9 from the 10. But this is a long drive here. It's taken 3.5 minutes. Will it end in 3 or 7? Or neither. Here's a end around, kind of, by number 89. That was Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley's on this team? I did not know that, but Cole Beasley is. 3rd and 8, as he got 1 yard on that. 3rd and 8 from the 9 now. They handed a first down at the 1-yard line without scoring a touchdown. Here's a play-action pass. Here's a throw. That ball is going to be caught by Gallup in traffic. I don't know how he caught it, and I don't know how my defenders didn't break it up, but he didn't. My defenders did not break up the pass. Touchdown, Michael Gallup, and touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys, and it's 6-0 Cowboys here in the first quarter here at Lambeau. And the kick by, I believe it's, by Lambeau. They have Josh Lambeau's their kicker? Oh, apparently the Cowboys kicker is Josh Lambeau. He hits in the he tits through he tits the upright, or he tits the football through the uprights for the PAT. Here's Romeo Dobbs on the return, and he's up to the 26-yard line. And here comes A-Ron in the Green Bay offense for the first time here in this game, trailing 7-0. Obviously, he won the NFL MVP in 2020 and 2021. 14 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Yes, 16 interceptions, and has thrown for just over 2,000 yards. So, I mean, he at one point I think he had like 3 touchdowns and like 10 interceptions. So he's cut down the touchdown to interception ratio, 14 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, and just over 2,000 yards through 9 games. And we're 5-4. First play from scrimmage, play action for Aaron Rodgers. Here's a throw caught by Godwin, who we got via trade from the Buccaneers, like I said. 17 yards, first down, Green Bay on our first play from scrimmage. And that's our first down of the game on our first play from scrimmage. 1:05 they go in the first. From the 43, I'm going to give it to Jones. Jones, that's actually a pretty good gain. 4 yards. I'm going to go with the FL drive. Send it down and sits now from the 47. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Quick first quarter. Here we go. Wide open in circle. That's Watkins, who in real life is on IR. But in this game, he's still healthy. First down, Green Bay. First down, Green Bay. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. I will be running another play here. Most likely the last play of the quarter. Jones, is that a face mask? It's not a face mask. I thought it was, because the flag came down right when he was being tackled. And it's a hold on Royce Newman, our right guard. So there'll be actually one more play. No, there's 4 seconds. I might snap it. 3, 2, 1. I will not. I can't. First and 20 now for Green Bay. End of the first quarter here in Green Bay. 7-0 Cowboys. So it's now first and 20 after the holding call on our right guard, Royce Newman. Here we go. From the R48, first and 20. Let's get some of it back here. There's Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to chuck it up. Hit as he threw. And that should have been picked off. Godwin had it, but it was not out of his hand. Send it down in 20. I might have had him, but he had to come back for the ball, Godwin did, because I was hit as I threw. Send it down in 20. And I'm going to give it to Jones. Jones only got a yard. He has 2 rushes, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 19. Probably got at least like 10 yards to even have a chance for a field goal. But I believe the wind's don't. No, the wind will be going. The wind will be at the back of Mason Crosby because we changed sides because of the quarter. Here we go. Here's a throw. That ball's caught. Tanyan has got the first down on 3rd and 19. Tanyan got 19. And he gets the first down. As he gets the first down, Tanyan does. He got 19. He needed 19, and he got 19. From the 31, first down, Green Bay. Wide open in circle. That's Watkins. And he's inside the 10. Down to the 7. First and goal, Green Bay. Now let's throw the quick toss to Jones. To the halfback toss to the right. Trying to tie the game here in week number 10. And this could be a bad decision. Jones actually got 2 yards. Set it and goal now from the 5. I thought he was going to lose some yards, but he didn't. Let's go with the end around. I believe this is the Randall Cobb, if I remember right. No, it's actually the Sammy Watkins. Here we go. Here's Watkins. Watkins lost a yard. Actually, officially, they said he's back to the 6, but he got no gain. Here we go. We're almost halfway through the center quarter. It's a long drive. Will it end in 7 or 3? Hopefully one or the other. Not neither. And here's a throw! That ball is caught! Touchdown, Green Bay! And it's Chris Godwin! And the Packers are within an extra point of tying the game. As there's a lot of people in the end zone. There was a lot of players in the right side of the end zone. But I saw a square was open, which is Godwin. As he was open, and he makes the catch in traffic. And the extra point by Crosby is through the uprights. It wasn't right down the middle, but but the PAT by Crosby is not right down the middle, but the PAT by Crosby wasn't right down the middle, but his PAT did go through the uprights. That's all that matters, and it's a tie game, 7-7. As it did drive, here's Crosby now after making the PAT to tie the game. It wasn't right down the middle, like I said. but it was through the uprights, Crosby's PAT wasn't right down the middle, but it was through the uprights, and that is all that matters. First and 10, Dallas after the touchback from the 25. 2 possessions here in this game. Both teams have scored a touchdown. There's 3:15 to go in the first half. 7-7. Here's Elliott. Well, at least he spun around the guy, and he got about 14 up to the 39. First down, Dallas. As we're halfway through the center quarter, and remember that Packers do get the ball after halftime. 5 wide for Dallas. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. This is man coverage, which could be a mistake. Here's a throw, and it was. And he did not get a first down. He got about 9 yards and 2 feet. As it's now 7 down in inches. This should be a game of whoever gets the ball last will win this game. 2:10 to go. Play action, and Preston is sacked by Preston Smith. As this play action, and Preston Smith barreled in and sacked Prescott. 3rd down. 2-minute warning here in Green Bay. It's a 7-7 game here in Green Bay. It's now 3rd and 8 from the 41. They gotta get to the 49 for a first. They're 49. 2 minutes to go in the half. Come on, D. Come on. Here's Prescott. That ball's caught. Schultz nowhere close to a first down. Not a yard. I'm gonna call a timeout so they don't take the clock down to a minute and 20 seconds. I want a minute 54 seconds. Here's Brian Anger for the punt, as we have 2 timeouts and a minute and 50 seconds, give or take. And so they'll let it go, and that ball will hit at the 4-yard line and go into the end zone for a touchback. As there was no bat spin on that punt, hit at the 4 and then went into the end zone on 1 hop for a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 20, 1:47 to go, or 1st and 10 from the 20 for Green Bay, 1:47 to go, 1:47 to go in the first half, and we have 2 timeouts, and we get the ball after halftime. Rodgers in the zone here. That's fat. There's Gambler. Got outside. I'm just gonna throw it away barely. He was hit as he threw, basically. He was hit right after he threw it. Good decision, obviously, not to force anything, and not to take the sack. 2nd and 10. Here we go. And I'll throw it to Jones, and he got 3 yards. 3rd down now, and the Cowboys would call their first timeout, which was smart to save the time, like I did. Here we go. Let's go with inside post. 3rd and 7 now, as that was a 3-yard reception to Aaron Jones, our first running back. Here we go. And here's a throw. Open is Watkins, and he's got it to the Dallas 48, or to our 48, excuse me. But it's a first down for the Packers, and he went out of bounds. And that's it now, because it's under 2 minutes to go in the half. New York, well, review it. Oh, he's clearly in bounds, in my opinion. He had 2 feet down. Unless he bobbled the ball after he went out of bounds, or he bobbled the ball and then get 2 feet down. But I think that's a catch. But because it's under 2 minutes to go in the half, it's a booth review. Because there's no coaches' challenges in the last 2 minutes of the half, and it will stand because it says 1st and 10 from the 48. So, no coaches' challenges in the final 2 minutes of the half. It was a booth review, but calling the field stands. We're actually at their 48, and here we go, and Rodgers letting it go, and that could have been a pick, but it's not. Send it down. As I believe that was a fake end around or something. Send it down in 10. We're actually at their 48-yard line. Send it down in 10. It's gonna be a pass by Rodgers. Flag is down, caught by Watkins. But that could be a holding on the offensive line. And that's exactly what it is. Who's it on? And it's on Royce Newman again. It's on the same guy. It's on our right guard, Royce Newman. Now it's sending down in 20 from our 42. And now we're in our own territory again. Sending down in 20. Here we go. And now Rodgers is sacked by DeMarcus Lawrence. Dallas won't call a timeout. Surprising they won't here. Because now it's 3rd down and 29. But at this point, I'm just going to wait to snap it with maybe 5 seconds left on the play clock to waste as much time as possible. Here we go, 40 seconds. I know, snap it at 7. Here we go. I'm just going to chuck it up here. That ball is picked off. Picked off by number 27. As you did see at the end of the last clip, Rodgers did throw the pick. It's about a 20-yard interception return for, I believe, number 27. He's at our 43-yard line now. 32 seconds to go, and Dallas has 2 timeouts. Yeah, I don't know why. I should have done like a screen or something. Here's Elliott. Got 3 yards. Second timeout used by Dallas. But now they have a chance to get points, Dallas does, before halftime. But remember, we did the ball after halftime, but I should have done like a screen or a safe pass on 3rd down and punted the ball. Instead, I forced it, and it was intercepted. And he got like a 20-yard return after the INT. Here's a throw. That ball's caught. Lamb down to the 32. 20 seconds to go. Dallas has 1 timeout. Usually sometimes the AI just lets the clock run out. And there's only 10 seconds, and Dallas will finally call a timeout, but that was not good clock management by Dallas. They might be ticking it here. And they are ticking it. I'm going to ice them. 10 seconds. I'm going to call our second timeout of the half. I'm going to ice their kicker, which I believe is Josh Lambo. That's what the announcer said earlier. Here we go. I just start ticking it right now. It is 49-yard field goal from the right hash. I believe the wind's going against them. And the kick is good. Barely. It was run out of gas, but it's good. It was a low kick because I believe the kick was going. It was a low kick because I believe the wind was blowing into the face of the Dallas kicker, but he still made it from 49. 10-7 Dallas. 6 seconds to go in the half. And this should be the last play of the half. Dobbs from the 5-yard line or the 10-yard line. 2 seconds to go from our own 27-yard line. I'm just going to knee it here. Make sure knee it here. Get into halftime and regroup because here we go. Get into halftime after this one kneel down. Regroup and come out strong to start the second half. Because remember, Green Bay doesn't get the ball to start the second half. Halftime here in Green Bay. It's 10-7 Cowboys. But the Packers do get the ball to start the second half. Let's listen in to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Minnesota at Buffalo. I believe Minnesota won it. Yeah, 35-21. Vikings 4-5. Bills 3-6. 4 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins. West in Colts at Raiders. That might have been Thursday Night Football. No, actually it was not. Actually, it was a late game. I forgot that this game is a late game, the Dallas and Green Bay game. It's 21-10 Raiders at halftime. That game is in Las Vegas. Lions at Bears. Lions won 38-28, so the Bears lost. That means if we win this game, if the Packers win this game, they'll be in first place in the NFC North. Or if the Packers win this game, we'll be in a first place alone in the NFC North. They'll take solo possession of first place in the NFC North. The Packers will if the Packers win this game. And if we lose this game, we'll still be tied with Chicago for first place in the NFC North. That's if we lose this game. And if Green Bay wins this game, the Packers will take sole possession of first place in the NFC North. That's if we win this game. And if we lose this game, if we win this game, we'll take sole possession of first place in the NFC North. That's if we win this game. And if we lose this game, we'll still be tied with the Bears for first place in the NFC North. And that's it. And like I said, that's if we lose this game. So let's win this game so we can take sole possession of first place in the NFC North. Let's get it. First play in scrimmage in the second half. And here's a throw. That ball is going to be caught. What a catch. That is Tanyan. Our big tight end, number 85, took a big hit. What a throw by Rodgers. Thread the needle. Good throw and good catch. Up to the Dallas 47 in one play. And here's Jones. Jones gets it to the outside, down to the 41. He only has 4 rushes for 13 yards. Got 6, send it down, and 4. Second and 4 now. Second and 4, Rodgers! Rodgers got it away, and somehow it's caught! As I just chucked it out, which probably wasn't a good decision. That could have been picked off, but it was caught by Tanyan, who caught that big play on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. Catches that little rainbow throw by Rodgers. 1st and 10, Green Bay. As we're on the move here, There's a throw. That could be a dangerous throw. That ball is caught. Watkins, as he just mossed 2 defenders. And Mike McCarthy cannot believe it, as Watkins caught that in double coverage as he mossed 2 Dallas defenders. 1st and 0 for the 4. Here's Jones, and Jones is down to the 1. 2nd and goal, but what a turn of events. Let's go with halfback gut. 2nd and goal for the 1. Goal line defense for the Cowboys. Holy cow, I don't know what just happened. Here's Jones. Jones is in. Touchdown Packers. And the Packers have their first lead of the game. 13-10 Green Bay here at Lambeau. Rushing TD for Aaron Jones. And the extra point by Crosby is through the uprights. It's good. 14-10 Green Bay. As we have our first lead of the game. 3:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's now 14-10 Green Bay. 14-10 Packers. 3:23 to go in the 3rd here at Lambeau. And that will probably be returned for about a yard deep. Or a yard or 2 deep. And that will be returned up to the 23-yard line. 3:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. 14-10 Green Bay. Here we go. Come on, D. And here's Elliott. Elliott, big hole. I don't know why he cut back, but he still got about 10 yards. 1st down Dallas. Seattle's 2-8. What do you expect of Drew Lock? But in real life, I believe Seattle's 2-2. And in this game, Seattle's 2-8. Here we go. And Prescott is sacked by Eric Stokes. It was a corner blitz, and Eric Stokes sacked Prescott. 2nd down and 16. 2 sacks for Green Bay, 1 for Dallas. And 2nd down and 16 for the Cowboys. 2:20 to go in the 3rd. Here we go. Here's Prescott. Ball is caught. Schultz. Schultz got a big chunk of it back. Got 14. Or, excuse me, 12. 3rd down and 4. Come on, now it's 3rd and 4. So 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and short. And Prescott got through there. And Prescott's off to the races now. And he actually did not slide, as he's tackled by, I believe it was Devondre Campbell. But he got about, 30 yards on 3rd and 4 as he got through there. Down to our 34. 1st down Dallas. And here's Elliott. Elliott, good play by Devondre Campbell. Lost the yards, 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott. That ball is broken up. 3rd and 11. Got into the 25 for a 1st. They're on the edge of field goal range, but I believe the wind's going against them here. I believe they're going into the wind here. Here we go. Here's Prescott. That ball is going to be caught. How was that caught? That was Beasley down to the 22. 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st down Dallas. But how in the world is that caught? Come on. Here we go. 15 seconds. And Elliott now. Elliott got through there. And down to the 15, down to the 10. 1st and 10 Dallas. And now we'll probably end the quarter. There's only 8 seconds to go. End of the 3rd quarter here in Green Bay. 14-10 Packers. But the Cowboys are on, end of the 3rd quarter here in Green Bay. 14-10 Packers. But the Cowboys are on the move. 1st and 10 for Dallas at the 10-yard line. Down by 4. A touchdown in the lead. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 10. Here we go. Prescott. Plenty of time. And that ball is just thrown into the sideline by the camera. And Rashawn Derrick, or the ball's thrown away into the sideline by the camera men. And Rashawn Derry, one of our, and now he's holding his wrist going back to the locker room. And in Madden, if a player runs back to the locker room, he's not coming back for the rest of the game. So we lost Rashawn Derry, one of our, I believe, he's one of our linebackers, I believe. And here's Prescott, a read option, but tackling him is number 30, Davis. And, well, he actually might come back. He has bat spasms. Why did I see him go back to the locker room? Bat spasms will return soon. Re-injury risk is medium. His backup is 65 overall. I'm going to put Jerry in. I know he might get injured more, but I'm going to put Rashawn Jerry back in. Here we go. 3rd and goal now from the 10. 5.5 minutes to go. Come on, dang. That ball's going to be caught by Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys retake the lead. How in the world was that caught? Schultz wasn't even looking until the last second. Then he turned his shoulder just at the last second and made the catch in traffic. As they drove 77 yards in 11 plays, and the drive lasted just under 4 minutes. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. 17-14 Cowboys. 5:25 to go. Packers down by 3. Here's Romeo Doubs from the goal line. Doubs with a great return, or a good return, up to the 33-yard line. 5:20 to go in regulation. Packers need a touchdown to take the, or a field goal to tie it, a touchdown to take the lead. I did not like this play at all. I'm going to do inside zone. It was a slant, but I changed audible to a run. And probably did a decision. Got 7. Send it down in 3. Let's go with Y curl. Here we go. I want a touchdown. Field goal will be fine to tie the game, but I prefer a touchdown. Here we go. Here we go. I'm chucking it up. 1-on-1. That was Chris Godwin versus Trayvon Diggs. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 3 now. We got it to the 43 for a first. Here we go. That ball. Oh my goodness, that was almost picked off. I thought that was picked off. I'm going for it, okay? This is the game right here. Here we go. Z curl. I'm going for it. They have a lot of people in the box here. Here we go. Here we go. That ball hit the back of the defender and it falls incomplete. Darn it! I should have. Now it's broken out by Van Der Esch, and the Cowboys take over at our 40. 4:38 to go. Up by 3. Here we go. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught by number 48. Tackled from behind by Savage, Darnell Savage. But down to the 20. They got 20 yards on the first play. And they're trying to get a touchdown to make it a 2-score game. 4:10 to go here. Field goal would still put us only down by 6. Here's a throw wide open. It's the same guy who caught the first pass. And the Cowboys lead by 2 scores. Why was he so open? 2 plays, 40 yards, touchdown. And we're down by 9. And it will be 10 pending the extra point. And it's now 10-20. Extra point by Lambeau is up and good. It's now 24-14 Dallas with just over 4 minutes to go, as we're now down by a touchdown and a field goal. Should have punted it, really. Here we go. Here's Dobbs from the 2. And Dobbs will take it up to the 28-yard line at 4:02 to go. We're down by 10. It's not over yet, but we gotta do a chunt. Here we go. We gotta do a chunt play here. Gotta do a chunt play. Here we go. Here we go. That ball is gonna be. It was almost caught one-handed by my receiver, and then it was also dropped by a Dallas defender. That could have been a pick or been caught, but instead it's incomplete. Send it down. Here we go. Come on, D. Or come on, not D. Come on, offense. Here we go. That ball is going to be caught, Godwin. And he broke a tackle, and he's still going. Down to the Dallas 42. I'm going to hurry it up here. I'm going to run it here. We need a touchdown and a field goal. I don't care what order. And here's Jones. Jones down about 10. Here we go. Hurry it up here. Get the defense tired. And here's a throw. That ball is going to be caught. Watkins down to the 20. 3 minutes. And counting. I'll run it again. Here's Jones. Jones. To the 15-yard line. Here we go. 2nd and 5 on the 15. Rodgers will throw it. That ball is caught by Watkins. And he's down to the 1. Watkins got down to the 1. Now I'm going to do a half-back dive. Oh, he actually got out of bounds. I did hit the no huddle button, and it didn't work because he actually got out of bounds. That's actually good. 1st and over the 1. Here's Jones. Jones is in! Touchdown Packers! And the Packers are now back in it, as now we're down by 4, 24-20, as we don't now did a touchdown in about a minute and a half. 2:36 to go, and this game is nowhere close to being over. Extra point is right down the middle. 24-21 Dallas. 2:36 on the clock. We still have all 3 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. I'm not going to do an onside, because we still have 3 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. 2:36 to go on the clock. We're down by 3. All 3 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning, and that will be a touchback. Here we go. Let's get a stop here, boys. So the returner is Beasley. Here we go. Come on, D. They might run it. They probably will, but they also, you don't want to shot for the pass. Here we go. LA to Prescott's right. They're actually passing it, and that was thrown to no one. Thrown in the middle of the field, incomplete. That stopped the clock. So that helps. 7 down and 10 now. 2:34 to go. Here we go. They might run it now. No, they're passing it! And Prescott is sacked! Let's go! Prescott sacked, and now it's 3rd down and a mile. It's 3rd and 19 from the 16. And I call it first time out. 2:30 remaining. Come on, D. They got it to the 35 for a first. Here we go. Prescott. That ball's going to be caught. Just wrap up. I'm going to call our second timeout. That was Beasley. He only got nowhere close to the first down. And now they're going to punt. 3 and out. He got 9, but he needed 19. 4th and 10 now. And here's Anger with a second punt, I believe. His first one was a touchback. Second one, I don't think it's going to be a touchback. This is Dobbs. I'm going to return it. As long as he doesn't fumble it. Here's Dobbs. Up to the 39-yard line. 2:17 on the clock. We have 1 timeout plus a 2-minute warning. 2:17 on the clock. Touchdown, or field goal will tie it. Touchdown will give us the lead. Here we go. Can we come back? I'm going to start with a run here. Jones. Good start. Can we sneak one play before the 2-minute warning in here? 2:02. And I did sneak a play in. Here we go. I might have circle. And that might have been picked off. Or could have been picked off. Incomplete. 2-minute warning. 24-21 Dallas. So now it's 3rd down, because I did sneak in that play before the 2-minute warning. It is obviously 4-down territory. Here we go, 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers. Rodgers is going to run for it. And he's got it. Aaron Rodgers runs for it and gets it. And now Jones, 1 timeout, 7 down and 6. But yeah, now, here we go. He could have fumbled that, first of all. Here we go. Here we go. That ball's going to be caught. Godwin, I think, went backward. Come on. It's not, we're not near in field goal range here. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Here we go. Here's Tanyan. He's got it. Now he's got it. No huddle here. 1 timeout. Here's a throw. That ball is incomplete. 2nd down. Here we go. Oh my, I'm actually really nervous here. 30 seconds, 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 10 from the 36. Here we go. Here we go. Wide open. Oh, come on. Catch the ball. That guy was wide open, and he could have got like 20 yards and went out of bounds. Instead, it's now 3rd down. That guy was wide open, and he just didn't catch it. I don't know who I don't even know who that was. 3rd down now. Don't take a sack here. Here we go. Here's a throw. Get the first down. That's Dobbs, and he's got it. I'm gonna call our final timeout, but now there's 20 seconds, and we have no timeouts. So we gotta get out of bounds, and we cannot be tackled inbounds. 20 from the 25-yard line. We gotta go to the end zone here. Is there a play? No, get me out of here. No. Deep pass. Maybe a dad. I don't want a PA. Maybe a flood. No. Verticals. But I don't know the tight end attack. 20 seconds. You just can't be tackled. If you're tackled in bounds right now, we probably could spike it, but I just don't want to take the chance here. Here we go. Here we go. That ball It's picked off onto the deflection. Are you kidding me? And now he's going out the other way. And that's going to be a pit six probably. As Royce Newman cannot catch him. That's a pit six. 4 seconds left and the Cowboys will win this game. A pit six by number 27, who I believe is the second pick of the game. On a deflection, 4 seconds, and that's going to be the dagger for Dallas. We were in field goal range, too. How in the world? That was off, intercepted for a pit six on the deflection, and they're up by 10 with 4 seconds. And the Packers will still be tied with the Bears for first place in the NFC North, as we will fall to 5-5. As here's Dobbs, probably the last play of the game. We'll return it from about the 8-yard line, and that will not be the game. 1 second, but we can't get a 10-point touchdown. As I'm just going to throw a Hail Mary, or it's actually not a Hail Mary, but prevent defense for Dallas, but we can't get a 10-point touchdown. Last play of the game, barring the defensive foul. Rodgers will chuck it up. That ball is going to be incomplete. Dallas wins 31-21. Man, that was disappointing. We almost came back. We were down what? We were down 24-14. Then we got a touchdown that made it 24-21. Then we got a 3-and-out, or then we 3-and-out Dallas, and then we were in field goal range, at least tie the game, and we were at the 25-yard line. The Dallas 25-yard line with a chance to possibly win it with a touchdown or at least tie it with a field goal, but instead we only did a touchdown or a field goal. We did neither, and instead Rodgers threw the pit six as it was intercepted by number 27 for Dallas on the deflection, and the Packers lose the game 31-21. And the Packers are now 5-5 as they see their 3-game winning streak. As the Packers fall at 5-5 and they see their 3-game winning streak come to an end. Rodgers, 251 yards and a touchdown. Jones had the other 2 touchdowns on the ground. He had 2 interceptions. Rodgers did. Prescott had no interceptions and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, that was just disappointing. Jones, 12 carries, 48 yards. Watkins, 6 receptions, 119 yards. Godwin, 4 receptions, 54 yards. And the only passing touchdown for Aaron Rodgers. And like I said, Aaron Jones had the other 2 touchdowns on the ground. My goodness. And obviously the Cowboys had a total of 4 touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns by Prescott, and then the other touchdown was pit six by number 27, which I believe had 2 interceptions. Number 27 for Dallas had 2 interceptions in this game. But even if it wasn't a pit six, they were going to win the game anyways because we had no timeouts, and there was only when I snapped that ball on the last play. There was 20 seconds left, and we had no timeouts. And even if he caught it, he would have been down at the 5-yard line. But we probably would have had time to spike it, but you never know. But still, even if it was incomplete, who knows? But I don't know. We literally got a touchdown. They made it a 3-point game. 3-and-out the Cowboys, and then we were in field goal range to tie the game or possibly win the game with a touchdown. Instead, Rodgers threw the pit six, and the Cowboys win 31-21. It's about, a 90-yard pit sits. I don't know. I'm going to show you the player stats before I end the episode here. Rodgers, yeah, 16 for 29, 251, 55% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Prescott, 16 for 19, 178, 84% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing, I'm just going to show you the Packers. Jones, 12 for 48, 2 touchdowns. Rodgers, 2 for 5. Watkins, 1 for 0. Yeah, no, 1 in the round, which he got 0 yards on. Receiving, Watkins, through the air, obviously, 6 for 119. Godwin, 4 for 54 with a touchdown. Tanyan, 4 for 64. Dobbs, 1 for 11. Jones, 1 for 3. Lewis, Lewis was the one. Lewis is on here. He had no receptions for 0 yards. Same thing for Josh Nyman, which is, I don't know why our left tackle is on. Oh yeah, this is the guy who dropped it. That's probably why he dropped it, because he's an offensive lineman. He must have been eligible though, because it's illegal for an ineligible receiver, or it's illegal for an ineligible receiver to try to catch a football. An ineligible receiver cannot be the first offensive player to, or cannot be the first, or an offensive lineman who is if you're an ineligible receiver, an ineligible receiver cannot be the first player to touch the football on like a pass, and obviously here he was a Jas Nyman, second string left tackle, I believe. He was eligible, and he was the one that dropped the pass that he was wide open on. That pass where he caught it, he would probably got like at least 10 more yards and got out of bounds. He's the one that dropped that, and then Mercedes Lewis, one of our tight ends, had a drop. So that's why Lewis and Nyman are on here. That's why they had no receptions and no yards. But yeah, that's a disappointing game. We were in position to at least tie the game or possibly win it with a touchdown, but instead, like I said, in this clip, I'm going to be doing the closing, but like I said, we were in position to at least tie the game with a field goal or win it with a touchdown. Instead, the Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers throws an interception and a pick six, and the Cowboys win 31-21 over the Packers here at Lambeau. As the Cowboys are now 6-3, and the Packers are now 5-5, as we're still tied for first place with the Bears in the NFC North, but the Bears are technically in first place because they beat us in week 2. So the Bears beat the Packers in week 2, so that means the Bears have a tiebreaker over the Packers. The next episode of the series will be against the Bears. It will be the Packers Week 13 game against the Chicago Bears in Chicago, and that is the Packers' last game before their bye week. And that's going to be a huge game because that could determine possibly who wins the NFC North. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it's only Week 13, but that's still a big game because we only played the Bears in Week 2 and we lost at Lambeau, and then we play the Bears in Week 13 at Soldier Field in Chicago. Week 13, it's a big game, and like I said, that could determine the NFC North. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay guys, time for closing the board. If that's episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 4 of this Madden 23 Green Bay Packers franchise series. See you in episode number 4. And eat on a bacon and go Packers.